Alright, Capricorn. Probably one of my favorite signs ever. So that way you know, down below in my Teespring, I actually do have some zodiac sign merch that's being put up as I'm speaking right now. It's just taking 50,000 years, just like the amount of readings that I've done for you guys. Taking forever. Sorry, life happens, so well. And essentially, what the merch looks like is you have the drawing of the zodiac sign, which I drew myself. Yep, clappy clap. And the associated symbol of it, and then the I am statement with it attached to it. And I believe do have Capricorns up, but take a look for yourself, buy some merch, support me, make me smile instead of get agitated and flip tables. But either way. So essentially, the way that my readings work, they go like this. 3 goddesses get pulled. The first one to come out is the goddess in power. The next one to come out is the goddess that you must seek out, or essentially the one you have to take in her qualities more to gain the most of this week. And to kind of elaborate more on the first one, she's the one that you have to make the most of her energy this week because she's actually helping you the most. And then the last one to come out is the one that's telling you, please don't forget this. Why? Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Because if you forget this, well, grand, just grand. It looks like we have to go through this all over again. There she is. Okay, so here is what I got. Goddess in power this week is Isis for resurrection. So this week, expect, an aspect of yourself which was very beneficial, helpful, and brought you a lot of gains, wealth, sustainability is actually going to be coming back into your life, and you're going to be able to regain much more from it than you did before. And also expect this week a lot of things coming back from the dead to come back and actually support you and aid you at the right time this time around, instead of being like, okay, yep, I'm on your side, and then not really being there on your side, if that makes sense. Expect things to actually work as intended. You must seek out Baba Yaga for loss. Now, the thing is with having Isis and then Baba Yaga next. Baba Yaga's word is loss and Isis is resurrection. So the thing is that in power this week, a lot of things are going to be coming back, but you have to seek out what comes back is actually a loss and not worth coming back again. So if there's anything that's coming back, you're like, oh, God, no, please, no, get it away. Make sure you're able to discern that. Because if you can't discern it, well, here comes everything back from the dead and then back to square one again. We don't want that. And you mustn't forget Tiamat for control, simply put. Whatever comes back to your life, understand that you have full control of your life and you can decide what stays, what goes, and what is able to continue on. And I don't know why I just got this Kelly Clarkson song stuck in my head, but I'm just going to go with it. Just walk away if you got no attention. Why you still standing here? Just walk away. Yep, just do that. I do not know why that just popped in out of nowhere, but you know what, Capricorn? Consider yourself lucky because if I don't do that with everybody. So now it's playing in my head again. You got your mother and your brother every stop. But either way, you get the idea. If it's not going to benefit you, just tell it to go walk away or piss it this week. And remember, you're in full control, not nobody else. You decide what stays or goes. Now regarding the tarot section, it's going to be a basic elemental spread with having your earth sector, which is your health, finances, well-being, and stability, and your gains. And then the air, which is your communications, intelligence, learning capacities, interaction with other people. Fire, what's going to bring you life this week, what's going to make you feel alive, what's going to give you a bit of a bang this week, or your obstacle. And then the cheesy, woozy woo emotional sector, which is like, oh, Romeo, let down your hair. No, that's Rapunzel, you idiot. Oh, well, okay, Rapunzel. Nope, you already messed it up. Essentially, your emotional sector and also connection to divinity. And then 3 advice cards. And the tarot I'm going to be using for this week for you guys is the Tarot Z, or the Definitely Not Walking Dead Tarot. So we'll just see what decides to pop up from there. So Earth sector, we have the Three of Pentacles. So in this depiction, you actually might be encountering somebody who thinks that they, know what they're doing, but they're not. So expect, if somebody is like being a diagnosis doctor for you, or someone's trying to give you a deal about something, I would kind of question them and check their authenticity this week. And that might actually be why this week, having Isis being resurrection, you actually might be being tested to see if you actually are going to be a lot more trusting of your intuition and realize, the last time I talked to somebody who was dressed like this this figure who appears to be like a holy man, well, it did not go as planned. And also, if you're thinking about starting a new endeavor to have more financial means come in, if you're thinking about like starting a new line of work, consider pursuing it, because in this depiction, this figure, he does look kind of, he looks like what he's talking about. He kind of looks like a monk. So if you're going to be pursuing a new line of work, consider stepping it up and taking it on, because you'll be very profound in it and you'll excel in it a lot better than anybody else in that regard. Regarding your communication sector, interaction with other people, essentially knowledge pursuits, learning pursuits, wisdom, all that mind-boggling stuff. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and in this depiction we have a man, looks like he just got shot in the head. And he's kind of a little off balance, and he's a little, So, if there's any kind of indication of you learning a subject that's a little bit too intense for you right now, it might be a time to take a moment to step back and review everything that you've learned regarding the subject. Take a step back, go all the way at the beginning, start over again, relearn everything from square one, so that way that blow to your head isn't like, I have no idea what that meant. I don't know what to do. No. Go back to the very beginning, learn it from square one, and rebuild yourself on the way back up again, so that way you actually know how to handle the situation, because you're kind of a little bit off-kidder regarding a intellectual pursuit. But also, if you tried interacting with someone and they hit you upside the head with like, nope, I don't want to talk to you, well, take a step back and realize, well, I tried. I kind of have a big lump on my head now, but hey, at least I tried reaching out, and I'm going to move forward with my life. So, if you try reaching out, probably still not the best time to approach and rebuild the bridges between you two, just as an idea. Now, regarding your challenge sector, the fire sector, regarding your challenges, what's going to bring you zest this week, or essentially what's going to bring you life, or might bring you a lot of walls that you have to combat and go up against. We have, we have the Lovers. So, it's either, we have one of two. Option one. What's going to bring you the most zest this week is going to be something that's going to be allowing you and another entity to connect and become one, to actually work together in a perfect unison. That's going to bring you a lot of zest this life and actually motivate you forward. But also at the same time, that same thing is also going to be your biggest obstacle, because now you have to think about them instead of just yourself. That's the only downside with having two become one, because now you have one part cut off, and now you have their other one part connected with you. So now you have to both work as a unit, not just me and then they. It's now mehe they. So you both have to understand and learn that you both have to support and work with one another, which can be a really good thing. You can get a lot more work done, but it's at the same time, it can be a real challenge and an obstacle. But it's still that whole idea of working up as a union. Now, regarding the emotions, the cheesy sector, the oh, woe is me, Romeo jumped off a cliff when I told him not to because I was still alive. So, oh well. I guess it's gonna be a forevermore lovelorn, whatever. Or your connection with deity. We have. Oh, we have judgment. Oh, okay. So this week, expect again, going back to the whole thing with Isis being a goddess this week. So your judgment being in your emotional sector is that divinity is testing you regarding a love affair, or divinity is going to be testing you to see about how strong your devotion is towards them. And also expect a lot of things to be trying to get in your way to actually make sure you fail this week regarding your emotional sector. But if you want to have that X come back, well, okay, here's your chance to try and make it work again. Even though across the way with the Seven of Pentacles, you got hit upside the head with a blunt object and you're kind of stunned. But still having that lovers thing at the bottom being your zest of life, that actually might be what you need in order to pick yourself back up. But just being able to discern what works and what doesn't work this week. Now, regarding your advice cards for this week. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. Okay, advice cards this week. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and then the Chariot. So, your advice this week, I'm getting, is either to make a choice, to be either stay on level ground or go Hong Kong Fooey in emotions. But either way, you have the choices that you have to choose from is either you face the world alone or you hop in the tank with your significant other and work as a unit and go Hong Kong Fooey. That choice I can't make for you, but just be aware that, again, whatever didn't work in the past, just make sure that you're able to discern if it'll be able to work in the first place. Or if you're going to choose to go up against the world or by yourself, you may have to just accept the fact that this connection you have may have to be put to an end and you have to go on without them. But I can't make that choice for you, so you'll have to decide that for yourself. But either way, looks like a pretty good week. Just understand that you're in control. You have the final say, and you need to understand how to discern what's good for you, what's not good for you. And either way, there's no right or wrong choice. You only know what's best for you, and that's the choice you need to go. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. I'll see you next week.